This is Rich White with Show Me Bees, doing a little hive inspection today, January 26, 2020. I'm checking on some supplemental feed that I put on the bees a few weeks ago to see if I need to add more feed or not today, and I'm also adding some pollen to the mix, and hopefully we have some big bee numbers here in a few months. So I invite you to come along with me as I do this hive manipulation today. That's a winter patty that I put on, store-bought. I came across it when I bought another beekeeper out. I've never used those before, but I've got it, so I will use it. And these are also pollen patties that I acquired the same way. So let me see if I can get these girls to move down a little bit. Come on, ladies. There we go. And they're small, so I'm going to go with 2. And then a sugar brick that I made off of a recipe from Cayman Reynolds YouTube channel. 10 pounds of sugar to 1 cup of water. You mix that up really well. I put it in a 5-gallon bucket and then put it in these aluminum pans. They're super cheap. I got them just to use as a mold, and then I put them in the oven for a couple hours at 170 degrees. I could just as well have left them just sitting around the house and they would have firmed up just the same. So there's one hive down and several more to go. Here's another of our hives. It's in a 5/5 configuration, and this is how I sent most of my hives in the winter. I actually added the second story kind of late, so some of them aren't really needing this second box too much at all. You can see they are taking advantage of the sugar patty. That was my first video. My first YouTube video was about the sugar shims. And I'm going to take this one off so I can check and see how good a shape they're in. As you can see, they are taking advantage of that, but they're still in good shape. There's still a lot left. So set that up like that. So my mission today is to check and see whether or not they need some more winter feed, and also to add a pollen patty to the mix, because I'm hoping to have some really good bee numbers as early as possible so that we can get started making our splits for the year. I've got about 40 hives right now, and I'm hoping, yeah, they're taking good advantage of the sugar there. I'm hoping to wind up with about 150 hives to go into winter next year, and then in spring of 2021 will be when I really start to move some nucleus hives, some overwintered nukes. So thanks for joining me on this little time that we've had in the bee yard together. As old JP the Bee Man says, I hope you're having a good day, because you know I am. Give me a like and a subscribe down below, and I'll see you on the next one. This is one of my hives in a 5/5 configuration, which that's what most of my hives are in at this point in time. If I can convince the lid to come off. Well, that's not how it was supposed to come off. It's good to remember your hive tool. Boy, they have got that glued down pretty well. They're gonna be all kinds of upset by the time I get in there. That's a good sound. And you'll notice that's the winter shim I featured in my first YouTube video. So let's just raise that up and see what we've got going on here. When I put it on, I put it I put a little tape around the seam to keep it from leaking quite so much cold air in, because I know didn't have a chance to seal things up, which obviously they did have a chance to seal it up after that. And they're in there, but they're down pretty low. They still got plenty of sugar left, so I'm going to add this pollen on there. And they've got plenty of sugar left, so I don't have to worry about them with the sugar. So there we go. Get the top put back on them. Today's an unusual thing in that we've got a 50-degree day. It's late January, which it might be a little early to put the pollen on them, but I want to get them revved up so we can hit spring with our feet already moving. Get a good crop of bees so I can start making my splits as early as possible. So that's what we're doing here at Show Me Bees today. It's hope you're having a good day, because you know I am. Thanks.
Lily, what do you want?
Burger.
What are you eating?
Hey.